Yes, I'm in the bathroom, washroom. To whichever countries that they are working in the diaspora. But unfortunately for us who are in the Middle East, we don't have that privilege.
Every day's a hustle, gotta stay on the grind. Don't let them sleep on you, better get what's mine. Opportunities knock, but you gotta move quick. The bag ain't waiting, so make it stick.
You know, sometimes society is really so misleading. They'll tell you something and you take it on face value, but with a deeper explanation, or it gets explorated. And anyway, okay, they will say that it is very disgusting to pick your nose in public. And don't get me wrong, it is very disgusting, but there's a big difference between picking your nose, picking your nose, and blowing your nose. So I'm on the train today morning. There is someone who was really struggling. I could see in their face that they are struggling. They had a handkerchief over on their mouth like this because they probably have a flu. There's some flu going around in Dubai. They probably have a flu, and I could tell they are contemplating blowing their nose. But because we all know the public etiquette, you cannot pick your nose. So people just take it to be everything that has to do with relieving your nose. Picking your nose is very, very different from blowing your nose. So I'll be the first person to tell you that it is okay to blow your nose. It's actually not disgusting because everyone knows how relieving it is to blow your nose. So even if you do it beside someone, they will feel the relief for you. I don't know if that makes sense. So go ahead, blow your nose, because it was really disgusting to actually watch this person struggle. It was disgusting in its own way. So that is also disgusting to just keep. It's better just blow the nose and get the relief, and you're not disgusting anymore. I hope that clears that up. With that being said, I think it's time for my second cup of coffee, and I see a Tim Hortons right over there. Let's go get that coffee.
No cap, it's about the bag. Stack it up, don't let 'em lag. They say money ain't everything, but I know the deal. When you broke, man, they don't care how you feel. So I'm hustling
There's no
hard, gotta
man
make
that's
it
terrified
in this world.
that woman
Money's how
who
you
stands to
prove. No time for
lose you.
talking, gotta make
Oh,
that
I hope I
flip.
don't
Secure the
lose.
bag, or you're losing grip.
Living in Dubai is kind of, if you're someone who really doesn't mind so much. I've spent here 6 years and I've never got a driving license, simply because the public transportation is very, very crippling, like very efficient, that I've come to rely on it and I don't know any other way. But lately, because of work, is that mine? Lately, because of work and some freelance projects, sometimes the freelance project is a little bit far from the metro station, and using the buses during summer is incredibly difficult. So I've been considering finally getting my driving license. And anyway, so the point I'm trying to make is how efficient the Dubai metro actually is. Like, I don't know, I always make sure I find a place to live that is close to the metro. And with work, sometimes you can't predict how far your job is gonna be from the metro. But you know, we get to work early, so I don't know, but it is very, very efficient. And being someone who is very independent, pride myself on that. I gotta give the flowers to the RTA, which is the Roads Transport Authority for Dubai, for UAE, for Dubai actually. They're different. Gotta go, gotta go.
It's been a minute since we talked, I know. Things went down and we let it show. But times are here and I found my peace.
Don't tell anyone, but this is my third cup of coffee. It is my last one. So,
I've grown, I'm happy, and I'm finally free. No grudges here, no hate in my heart. We're on different paths, and I've made a new start. We moved on, no hard feelings left. Life's too short for holding regrets. I wish you well, hope you're doing alright. No bad blood, I'm just living my life. We moved on, yeah, we let it go. No need to hold on to what we used to know. We had our battles, we went to war. But I'm not holding on to that anymore. Sometimes distance is what we need to find ourselves and plant new seeds. You think I'm bitter, but that's not the case. I moved on, I'm in a better place. No cry.
yes, I'm in the bathroom. Washroom. Not bathroom. Where else am I gonna be? I realized today's vlog is gonna end really quickly. Reason being, working in Dubai is hard. Honestly, it's hard for everyone, whether you are just an African, but it's especially hard for Africans. So I'm at work. It's still very early, to be honest. It hasn't even reached 12. It's still really, really early, and I'm sick. I've been sick for a while now, but as you know, you only have like one sick day, which is like 1 day in a month. If you take more days, they'll be deducted, and if those days are like Friday or Monday, you get deducted 3 days each. So if you don't show up on Monday because you're sick, you get deducted 3 days. If you don't show up on a Friday, 3 days are deducted from your salary. So I did take my sick day, but I'm still very sick. Apart from the flu, I get like some headaches. I really feel so bad that honestly, I'm starting to consider getting those salary deductions. But I can't afford it because, again, I'm a very, not luxurious or bougie, but I'm a single woman who is independent. I take care of myself, all my bills. And maybe I thought I would talk about this eventually, since these videos aren't going anywhere. I'm also currently building in Uganda. I'm currently constructing in Uganda, and it is very, very expensive. Like, honestly, if I'd known how much money I would have to spend constructing, I probably wouldn't have, started. But you gotta do what you gotta do. If I don't construct as a single African woman, eventually when this abroad diaspora life is over, someone wants to come to the washroom. So eventually this life in the diaspora as an African is gonna be over, and some people actually move to whichever countries that they are working in the diaspora. But unfortunately for us who are in the Middle East, we don't have that privilege. Well, there is a little bit, but the circumstances for someone to become a citizen in the UAE, it's a very long process. Some people might have to get married. Like, I honestly think it's only marriage, and with men it's as if it's impossible even after marriage. Anyway, so since we are not aspiring towards that, then that is, not here, nor there. So I have to build, I have to construct a house, and I am doing that. Even though it is incredibly expensive, it's taking all my money, all the money that I make. I barely have any other money that remains to spare. The other thing is, look, I'm honestly very grateful to the universe for the privileges or the opportunity to be able to do that. Not everyone has the opportunity to do that, to be able to construct. So many people spend years abroad, years in the diaspora, and they are not able to achieve anything. So I'm incredibly grateful to God, to the powers that control this universe, that I'm able to do that. But again, gotta say, it's stressing me the hell out. Yeah, but I try to manage. One of the other things that I do as a single African woman living and working in Dubai to try and afford some of these ventures, because there are so many other aspirations that I have that I also make sure I do. Like, I love traveling. I've been traveling recently. I love doing that, so I'm always gonna budget and make sure I still live life, you know, because it's not like constructing that house is gonna be the only pleasure I get out of this life. No, anyway, so I try to live very minimalistic. And one of the things that I'm gonna share on this channel is, say, my living situation and how I got it, because it was very intentional. It didn't come by chance. It's not something that many other people could get. I had to really be strategic. I had to really work towards getting it. It didn't just fall into my hands. You get what I'm saying? So I'm very intentional like that. Things don't fall into my hands. I work for them. Even the ones you look at and you think, okay, surely that might have come by chance. Nope. I worked so hard to get everything, including jobs and literally everything. So I try to live minimalistically. I mentioned earlier, I hope this is the same vlog, I mentioned earlier that I have not driven in Dubai or got my driving license because the metros are very efficient, and that is absolutely true. And part of the reasons are financial. Getting a driver's license in Dubai is very expensive. It's not cheap, and it used to be more expensive. I remember people used to spend in the upwards of 15,000 dirhams. Now imagine 15,000 dirhams and how much I could do with it. It's a lot of things that I could do with it. So nowadays it's a little bit cheaper, maybe 8,000. It could be cheaper than that, depending on if you have another license and whatnot. Anyway, that's but part of the reasons why I never tried to get a driver's license, which is irresponsible by the way, because there are some opportunities I feel like I could have done better or got those opportunities if I did have a driver's license. But it was purely financial. Like, the metro is there, it's very efficient, it's very cheap. Why should I get a license, which means you have to get a car, and cars are cars. Anyway, I don't know if I should end this vlog here, but I'm still at work, it's still early. I'm gonna end it here because I want to post every day. So if I end it here, then I can edit the video very quickly and post it. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna start tomorrow's vlog today. I hope that makes sense, because now you see me in the afternoons and the evenings and what I do, and then tomorrow in the morning, and then, you know, the vlogs always become like that. These are not just mere vlogs, these are conversations about the life of an African in the UAE, life of an African in Dubai. I hope I'll be able to give you the insight of what that kind of life is like.
No cap, it's about the bag.